Right before I start, I want to give a shout out to Andrew DST and thanks to him for giving out the template for the Mass Effect gun. He made all his out of foam, and I'll leave a link or something to his video here and in the description as well. But I'm making mine out of cardboard, and if you don't have foam, I'm going to show you some of the ways I'm getting around some of the things that he was doing, like beveling edges and giving it a wee bit of depth and all that as well. So thanks to him for the template and making the video for me to follow along. But this isn't a proper step-by-step thing to do. If you want to do that, go watch his video. This is just going to show you some of the basics and some of the techniques I used on the cardboard and how I've done it so far. So let's have a look. So when you go to his channel, he'll give you a link to get the template. The way I do it is usually open up the image and I just scale it to the size to roughly fit around about a decent size on my hand. Then I draw it out that way because I don't have a printer. And I've cut it all out of cardboard, and this is what I've got so far. Well, this is actually half of it. Half of it is under there now, letting glue dry, and the other bits here. But I'll show you what it's like so far. These are all detail bits, bits for it to give us depth. But my previous builds, I've usually used about 2 or 3 layers of cardboard to give it a decent bit of thickness. But with this, giving it 2 layers on each side, for this side and the flip side, because I'm trying to emulate the thickness of some foam. This is just a scrap bit of foam that I've got from my good friend Aaron from Aaron Gaming. He gave me a wee small square foam, and that's what I made the 4 batterings out of. And it's just wee bits I've got left. So, and that's what I'm trying to emulate here. For these 2 bits will be 1 bit of foam, say, then obviously the flip side would be the other 2 bits of foam, the other bit of foam. Then, so I've got 2 bits here for this section to emulate the thickness of that bit of foam. It's slightly bigger, but I'm alright with that. Andrew actually does some depth line, like he cuts wee bits of this out and glues it back, cuts a section of he'll cut this bit out, cut a wee line to make it a bit thinner, then put it back. But all I've did is the top layer for the gun is literally cut out this section, that section and this section. So when you put it on, it gives you a wee bit of groove, and this bit here. So obviously the 2 middle sections are going to be full sized template of the gun with everything on it, and the 2 top pieces will be the bits missing, like this section, to make it look like the depth bit here, and for here, because he cut this bit out, cut a wee bit off the back and glued it back together. That's just the sight at the top. Obviously with the template, some of it's cut off and I don't know what I've done now. So here, these are the bits which he beveled, but because I'm using cardboard, can't really bevel it as well as he did. I did try a wee bit, but it's just try to keep it straight and it'd be a wee bit more hassle. But because I was running out of hot glue, didn't know if I was going to do this, but I still had all this left, so I literally placed it on, melted the glue with the tip of the the gun, squeezed it, pushed it in and squeezed it down with my fingers to give all the edges that he done as bevels, this semi looking beveled edges. which is not bad for the cardboard. I've done it all, this piece, all for this piece, on both sides I've done it. This section as well, I've done it around this part and all around here and the grip, and I've got this section, well, the flip side of these two bits under there now, gluing, and I'm going to do this bit as well shortly, put some weight on it, keep it down, then I'll glue obviously all this stuff together afterwards. Then I'll put this on top of that and start building it up. But because I'm using cardboard and Andrew used foam, all these bits like here, these lines, these bits and all these markings, he actually, so obviously because he's using foam, he can actually score it. But so because I'm using cardboard, I came up with a way of scoring the actual cardboard. Which I think it will still give it quite good depth and good detail. So just more, it'll give it good detail. And all I'm doing is obviously making my little cut in the cardboard, and I'm taking a nail clipper, and it's just this bit where you use your thumb on, and I'm just putting it in, and I'm just opening up. That line, that cut, and it's giving me these scoring marks. I'm not cutting all the way through. That was me trying to a different technique. That one. And that's going to give me the ability to do my scoring lines. And there are some extra bits, like on the handle piece. There's going to be this bit and this bit. That will be sitting here and here. There's a few, I think there's like, what is it, 6? Yeah, these bits here are indicating like 6 strips that wrap from here all the way to the other side. And the bit that sits up in the top of here, this, has got these 3D rectangles, and I'm going to do that instead of using like extra thick cardboard like this. I have stuck this two sides of this box of Coke together, essentially this bit, 2 shiny bits together, laid it under a few heavy things just to, so it wouldn't slide about and give it good sturdiness. And once I cut this up for the 4 bits for the handle, the 4 bits for up here and the 6 strips here, it's going to give it more texture, it's going to give it more detail, sorry, and make it look a lot better. But once I have everything starting to glue it together, I'll come back and I'll show you how far I get along and what I'm going to do after I start putting things together. Here we go, this is just going to be a mock-up of what it's going to look like so far. I've cut out the handle sections and the details from that, from the case of Coca-Cola box. I still have these strip bits to cut out, but I'm going to leave that there now. And the reason why I've put the template back onto it is so I can start drawing out my detail sections and I have them marked out. But I also have, I'll move all this, also have everything glued together now. I have the main body of all 4 sections glued, and with these sections and all these bits. But the four main bits I need to glue back onto the gun are this section and this. But I shall wait now. That's the flip side of the handle in the top section here. But I'm going to draw in all the detail first. And first I'm going to go and fill all this in to clean up the gaps with wall filler. I'll add all the that side then and the flip side of it on, then fill in the gap here where it joins, and this section down here, fill that bit in. Then I'll draw on all the detail and start scoring the detail. Glue. Once I put that side on as well, I'll need to fill in the gap there. Then I'll draw the detail in. Glue these on. And do the side. Then hopefully this should be, actually I'll just double check now. This should be a decent size for the barrel. Hold on. Oh, it's just a tad big, but I can easily cut a bit and glue that back together to give me the dimension that I need. But I shall get back to these after. Now I've filled in the gaps here, but this is just the first layer, just to fill everything in. Once it dries, I'll go over and sand it. I'll sand everything, then I'll go and add more filler to it to fill in all the extra wee bits. The reason why I like using the wall filler, once it's dry and hardened, it actually gives the prop a bit of extra weight, which is really good. And if you want to know what kind of thing I use, it's just an all-purpose wall filler. I buy this at Poundland. This whole tub was £1, and it's actually lasted me quite a while. I think I've used it on about 3 big props so far, and I've still got quite a lot of it left, and I've got another tub here. I'm going to let this dry, then I'll sand it, then I'll give it more coats. Then I'll put this together, glue them on, fill in the extra bits here, maybe more wall filler. Then I'll start putting my details and gluing all my small sections on, and I'll be back with you then. Okay, now I've got both of these stuck on. Oh, hello. Coming in, don't annoy me. Get them stuck on and these sections, and if you notice, I've put all the detail bits on here, and I've also marked out all the bits that I'm going to groove. Also, I ended up adding them, which was just the same parts as these, instead of cutting them out, because on this side, you can see I've actually went through, scrolled everything, then took my nail clipper head area bit thing and pushed it in and opened up these gaps. What do you want, girl? Huh? What do you want? What do you want? You want attention? Where is it? Where is it? You coming up? Come on. What are you doing? Yeah. Want to help me show me? You want to help show them what we're doing? Right, no problem. You rub against it. As I was saying. Since I marked these areas out and I've scored them all now, I tried it with them, but yeah, because obviously I've used the filler and it's pushed in so far, I can't get it cut, so I decided just to cut it out of the same bits I've done for the handle and that, which I think looks pretty good. Plus, with the scoring bit in the cardboard, which was a fourth, it actually looks pretty decent. And once I do this side, I need to go over with a wee bit of finer sandpaper, tidy a wee few things up, and I'm going to coat it in a few layers of PVA glue in it. And once I do, that will hopefully sink into these areas and fill them up. Obviously it'll dry and it won't actually fill them up, but it'll just make it a lot stronger. There's a wee bit here that are just a bit flimsy, but I'm fine with that. Once I've obviously coated it in glue, should be fine. These, obviously I can't get right to the end here because there's wall filler and that there, but still, well, this still looks pretty good. Just got to do the flip side, and I'll start painting it. Right, you're going to see a few differences from the last part of the video to now. One is probably I have a lot longer hair than I did at the start of the video. I've been quite busy for the last wee while, and I finished the prop, the Mass Effect gun, a while back, and I'm just getting round to finishing the video off because I finished it ages ago. And there's a few other things that I've built along the way, and I'll do videos on them shortly. But this is the finished prop, and I'll show you everything I've done. This is a finished prop. As from last time, you see obviously I've painted everything. I've added a trigger, a sight, and the barrels. That was just foam held in with epoxy. This was just cardboard, and these were some PVC pipe, I think, but it's got a good way. The only thing is you can hear a wee rattle. It's because of the filler that I've had. Oh, sorry. It's because the filler that I've put in here, a wee bit's broke off and it's actually inside the gun, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. But this is a gun, and everything else I've finished for it. It's got a good weight to it. I just gave it a base coat of black, well, primer and black, masked the rest of it off, painted this all silver, a wee bit black there, this tips red, and this section red, and I went in all the grooves with black paint to make them stand out more on the silver, gave it a wee bit of weathering, and silver paint to scratch up and that a bit. And then I gave it a dark wash. Then I sealed it with a clear coat to protect the paints and that. And I'll show you where it sits in the wall. It sits up there now. Ooh, zoom in. So it's up there. The only reason why I done it out of cardboard instead of foam is because I didn't have foam at that point in time, which I now do. I'll show you a wee thing that I'll talk about in another video. I know what that is, or whoa, some of them. I made a full suit of armour, and I'm also right now currently working on another costume for Halloween and for other cons, so I shall show you them in other videos coming up. Hopefully not as long as a break as this is, but I'll get around to that at some point. So if there's any ideas or suggestions for anything to build, let me know, and hopefully I won't be away for as long as I did. And that's it, that's the end of the video. Shall see you in the next time. Remember, come back in a few days, hopefully not going to be like a few months now,
and see what else we're up to. Bye now.
Look at that. He's not even hiding it. Oh, that's loud. He wasn't even hiding it.
Yeah.
He's just